Welcome to Center Park Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia State Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will get first crack at it today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Brown will throw it. Puts it out of the air. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball...
Found a seam on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Kansas offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. Wide open spaces. Got enough for the first. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Jayhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Pickett.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thompson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I love that play by the defense there, hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up fourth.
Kick is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll keep it himself. Finding an escape route. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The lone back's got it. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it out fast. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A beautifully placed. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Jayhawks are marching down the field.
22 waters.
Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Gets rid of it. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over North Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move, it's Robinson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating in the backfield and making something happen.
Brown wants to pass. With the catch, it's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On 3rd down, going up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
For quarterbacks, we always talk about soft focus around you, hard focus downfield. That quarterback was dialed into his wide receiver with laser focus, knowing he's going to get hit, not too concerned about it, though, and that's why he was able to complete that throw.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Right back to the well. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half?
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On the run, it's Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Brown will throw it. Steps away to find some room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Finds the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Thompson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There he goes.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Now the play fake. He's going up top. Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Buying some time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Brown wants to pass. This time on target. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Catch in the middle, it's Pickett. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
They boot it away on 4th down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. He leaves it with the back. Oh, out of space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Looking for room. It's Robinson. Finds some fresh air. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Finds his man. It's Blackburn. It's a seam wide open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off play action on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a defense, I don't want anything going north and south. Nice job by the defense, understanding that, playing really strong, really stout. The ball starts to bounce now and go backwards. Gets no yards on the play because of the great defense.
Trying to slam in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw the...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
He splits the uprights.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? They'll give it to the back. And some room to work. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Setting up the screen.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
They kick it away on 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Brown will throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wiles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The give to the tailback. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Brown wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, you know, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Handoff to the lone back. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Off play action. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they throw it to the fullback. Of course, he's not the most fleet of foot. And you could tell on that last play. Just wasn't able to shake anybody. And as a result, loss of yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Wild. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They're going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Power football with the run. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got rid of it just in time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to find the end zone. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down.
And they're stopping. I don't think this is decision time. You need a touchdown. You got to put that on the board. So this offense now, they know it's 4th down. It's a big play. What's your favorite play to go to right now?
Motion from the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. A quick pass to the left. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now 2nd down as they try to run this clock. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Pickett. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You know, in 2-minute situations when you're trailing, you need your quarterback to come up big, and that's exactly what this guy is doing on this drive. He has been picking this defense apart, and they are just flying down the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.